So Matt, you've agreed to do this immense challenge for Mentoring Plus. Tell us a bit more about the bike and how it works and why you chose Mentoring Plus.
Okay, so Mentoring Plus, we'll start with charity because obviously it's the most important reason why we're here. So what we're aiming to do is help as many people as we can, and this year has been dreadful really. You'll be able to see that more than we will on the effect on young people. So Sam, who I'm doing the challenge with, it's her 50th in December and my 30th this year, so we got together and said we need to do one of the challenges together. So I've done a few of them. Sam kind of does them in the background normally, but doesn't like the attention in the forefront, whereas that's more my sort of bag. But this time I was like, no, we're going to do one to celebrate collectively an 80th birthday, and she said, I've got a great charity we need to support. So she did, she put me in touch, and then I got through to you, and we've gone from there really. As for the bike itself, so the challenge, we're going to do something called capital gains. So capital is the distance between the door here to London. As for, I think it's Google Maps that gave us that distance, was 117.7 miles. And the bike itself, or the games part of it obviously, is to raise money for yourself. And the bike itself, well, it's, as you can see, it's a fan-based mechanism. So and when you pedal and push, it rotates a fan anti-clockwise back towards you, so it creates wind resistance against your own force. So the harder you push, the harder it is. I can tell you right now, the seats aren't very comfortable on it when you sit there for more than 30 seconds. So it's going to be a long day, I think. But yeah, it's an extremely tough machine to use, and it's a lot of resistance on the legs. So really, we've had to both build up our leg strength a lot on this. I had to take 3 weeks out, so I went to Greece last month, but I had to quarantine. They changed the rules when I was out there, so I missed 3 important weeks of training. I was like, oh. So I think I should be there or thereabouts, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing.
That's amazing, and I've just had a go on the bike, and it is pretty tough. So 117 miles, how long is that going to take you, do you think?
At a sustainable pace for both of us to finish at the same time, we reckon between 6 and 7 hours.
Okay, and will you have a break at all? Will you stop for food or toilet stops?
Yeah, so our plan is to try and get it done as quickly as we can. But obviously, if somebody needs a toilet, we both stop. Food, we're going to try and take like light bites as we're going. Same with hydration. So we'll have a table between the 2 bikes, so it's socially distanced as well. And on there, on our side, we'll have all of our bits and pieces that we can just swig, drink. We'll have all of the isotonic, hypertonic, and hypotonic style drinks. All the things that we need to get going through and hopefully staying alive when we do this challenge. So it's going to be a long day.
Yeah, it's amazing. So 7 hours with very few breaks, if any breaks, on that beast of a bike. I've just met a few of your colleagues here at Epic Gym. At the gym, everyone seems really behind it. And tell me a bit about your support that you've had so far.
So Sam and I obviously train here in Portishead in Bristol, and the gym itself, the Epic Gym, is a, well, as you've seen it itself, it's a fantastic facility. We've got all the state-of-the-art equipment. So in terms of training for this, and obviously the bikes themselves aren't cheap. They're about £1,000 of equipment each. So my coach Andy Cleves and our manager here Rakan both turned around and said, oh absolutely yes, we'll support 100%. They're right behind it. We're going to shift some bits around on the day to facilitate the 2 bikes. And the people that are training here as well, they've been donating. A lot of them still to donate have said, when we see you struggling on the day, we'll come along, just pop a tenner in, just, give you a bit of a boost as you go. So the community here and the gym itself has been right behind it. We've got Pierce has been fantastic. He's helped us with a lot of filming for this. And just nice support from the team, checking in how you're getting on. Sam whacked 54 miles out without a break the other night, which was 3 hours.
Wow.
That was just downstairs below us here, and she just cracked on with it. At the end of it, people saying well done, fantastic, and obviously the people have got right behind it, because we've already broken £1,000, and we're still what, 9 days out at the moment. So yes.
So you've already raised £1,000, which is enormous, and a big thank you to everyone who supported you. Where do you want to get to at the end of the challenge? What would make you really Well, so for this specific challenge, so the idea of the whole thing, the 100 strong challenge, was to raise 100 grand
in 100 challenges for different causes. Doesn't mean they're all going to be different, so we're definitely going to work together in the future as well. You know, every 5th, 6th challenge we'll come back and visit and try and support the same group going through. For this specific challenge, we've already broken the £1,000 mark. So hey, there's no reason why we couldn't double that. 1,500, I'd be well, I'm very happy with 1,000, but 1,500, I'll go to sleep very well, especially after that. If it's £2,000, I'll be elated. If it's any more, then I think we'll both be jumping into the clouds. But every single donation, obviously, as you know, makes a huge difference. And to us, we feel it as well. If you sent us a message saying, actually, that money you raised has really helped this person, you know, on this, or helped them get into that, and it's made a huge difference to us. You know, physical pain, as a group, we're used to it. I'm a Team GB kickboxer, Sam has done ultra marathons. Between the two of us, we've ticked off some ridiculous things, if you know what I mean. I did over 1,000 burpees in a weighted jacket earlier this year. I rode a marathon just 3 months ago. Between us, you know, she's done some serious things as well, man. She is so fit, it's unbelievable, like athletically. And, you know, physical pain, we enjoy it. So why not use that to the advantage? The guys here have been very supportive, and you know, just making that difference to us, and it helps, you know, you guys after what we've done this year to help you guys out and to raise that money is to us is a big thing. It's a big thing.
So I was just explaining to you earlier how this year has been really tough. We haven't been able to do hardly any community events, which is quite a core part of our income. We have a hall, we have a youth hub, and we have activities there, and we hire the hall out to other groups. Obviously we haven't been able to do that. So for us, this is a massive help, without a doubt. You know, £1,000 is no mean feat, and if we can take that even higher, then it costs us about £3,000 to match a mentor with a young person, and for that partnership that lasts for a year. So building towards that helps us kind of have another partnership of a mentor and mentee. So
well, there's a challenge, and we need £3,000, guys. Please, £3,000, you can change someone's life forever.
Yeah, absolutely. And we, I suppose, just so you know, with Mentoring Plus, we haven't stopped working through lockdown. We've had to kind of switch to online or WhatsApp or, you know, various other methods, but we're back doing face-to-face now, which is great.
Fantastic,
Our youth groups are allowed to meet because it's seen as an essential service. Clearly we still have challenges because we live in a rural county, and we try and bring people together, young people together, so there's challenges around driving and various restrictions and things, but we're doing lots of mentoring in schools and so forth. So we're just, and as I'm sure you can imagine, the need for our services is even greater. You know, lockdown was tough for a lot of young people.
Even us guys, you know, we're meant to be, you know, pillars of society, giving people the energy. Even us, you know, it's a strain, isn't it? It does play on your mind, and you've got all of these officials coming out saying this and that, and you know, it's tough. And tough, for those that are really, you know, already up against it, when this kicked in, the stuff that the services that you guys provide them really can actually save lives in some ways, can't it? And turn them around.
Inspiring young lives is our sort of strapline, and that's what we try and do. And again, just seeing role models like yourself and Sam, and I know that Sam was a mentor, and that was her connection with Mentoring Plus, is it's great. It's great to show young people that you know, role models, you know, they're not always celebrity role models, they're just, you know, that if we put our mind to it, and if we give things a go with the right support, we can achieve at different levels depending on our own capabilities, and that for me is what it's all about.
What it's all about. No, I completely concur with us. You know, I think to be honest, that the world is in a place at the moment where if everyone helped everyone out, we'd all be okay. But as it is there's a lot of people out there that are so worried about themselves that they don't see beyond that. So for us here, while we've got an opportunity to, we're more than happy to. And like I said, it's not going to be the only thing we ever do to support you guys. So going forward, this is just number one. Once we finally recover from it, it's going to be going through. But you know, hopefully, you know, when next year comes around, then things touch wood, will be on the recovery in terms of everything. The social distancing hopefully will ease down, and maybe we can do some more sort of events where we can have a bigger group around us.
Definitely. So tell us about the day, because you've got some exciting plans from the day.
Yeah, so actually I spoke to Sam about this the other day, and I told her we're going to start at 5 AM, and her jaw dropped and hit the floor, and I was like, I'm so sorry. So the gym here closes at 2 at the moment because of the coronavirus restrictions on a Saturday, and I don't want to be running past the close date, because ideally when we finish, if there are people around, that's going to be a nice thing for us to get off the bike and go and talk to people. Well, we'll see, but to be able to go through all of that is great. But
so it's a 5 AM start.
5 AM start, and then going forward we've got well, like I said, about 7 hours worth, so we're hoping to finish around midday, maybe a little bit before. And then I'm quite probably going to have my chiropractor on hand to revive me. And Sam as well. So that will be something that hopefully we can arrange. And then going forward from that afterwards, it's just going to be sort of recovery, getting online, saying to people, we've done it, so can we, guys come and support us. We're trying to raise this money for a great cause. We're now, dead for 5 days, so.
What do you think it's going to feel like when you actually get off the bike at the end?
Well, going by, so Sam did her 54 miles a day. She said when she got off, her quads went into shock and she couldn't stand properly. So she did hit it a bit harder than we would over a 7-hour period and no breaks. But I'm expecting pretty much the same sort of effect. We're both, I'm already arranging for my partner to try and take me home. So going for that, I don't think I'm going to be driving anywhere because it's a hazard for the people on the roads maybe. And a hot bath. I'm quite probably in early morning. But and Sam, I know very much is she plans to take her kids to football, and I'm like, you're mad. she's brilliant, man. She is robust lady. Amazing.
So. Wow. I'm in awe of both of you doing it, and we'll all be rooting for you on the day and just supporting you as much as we can.
So you guys have been fantastic to us as well. Obviously, we're gonna have all the banners and everything up, and so guys, just the link is still going to be open. Okay, so just get on, donate. Put the link in the comment section below. Please, if you can spare anything, just drop it in. Like we've said before, it will make a huge difference to some younger lives. We've all had challenges growing up, myself included. I could have definitely done with your help when I was a bit younger at times. To all my family, about that. But so if you can help us out, then great. And even if you can't, if you can just spread the word, give a share, or even hop on the bike and have a go yourself, and try and raise some money in your local areas. It makes a huge difference. So again, thank you to everyone who's donated. Jenny, amazing, thank you for coming down here
thank you, and thank everyone for supporting. Thank you and Sam for thinking of the challenge and thinking of us. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
See you on the other side.
It's going to be brutal. I'm going to need a lot of these knockos to keep me going, I think. I tell you what, those lemon flavour is something else. Absolutely amazing. But so this plus that equals just about survival. And hopefully a nice donation.